political discussion. There is no other news than Donald Trump is skipping the Asia Pacific Economic Corporation Summit. He arrived in Asia to attend Asia Pacific Economic Corporation Summit. He arrived Asia because of that one. 5 days tour he made, and then he did not attend Asia Pacific Economic Corporation Summit at all. It was scheduled to happen on 30th and 31st of October. Today is 31st of October. 30th of the October, okay, Guangzhou, I believe Guangzhou. Guangzhou is a town in South Korea where Asia Pacific Economic Corporation Summit is scheduled or it's going on. It is going on. And then rather than coming to Guangzhou, Mr. Donald Trump, he scheduled a meeting with Mr. Xi Jinping in Busan town, other town, 7 a.m. morning. 7 a.m. morning, and it went for 1 hour 40 minutes. And immediately after that, he left for United States without actually coming to the Guangzhou town and actually attending the real summit for which he was in Asia for 5 days. Anyway, he left, but now chaos is going on that this is called rebukement. Rebukement. You left without attending it. You left without attending it. This is something, this is unusual because in Asia Pacific 21 countries come and United States play a pivotal role there. United States and China, they are the two most powerful country as far as economy is concerned. So United States president is accepted. United States president, he is expected to attend the summit if he has come, but he did not attend, and out of the way he left. I had brought this point yesterday, previous day, and this is what everywhere it is in news that Donald Trump did leave the summit without attending it. Okay, feedback from Donald Trump is coming that Asia is very harsh. Asia is very harsh. Means Asia is very harsh. Till some time back, till 5 year back or 10 year back, Asia was considered as a backward continent in United States. He is from South Asia, he is from Southeast Asia, he is from China or he is from Central Asia or something like that. Asia is not a game. Asia is more bigger than Europe and Africa combined. There are three continents in the world. One is Asia, one is Europe and Africa. Europe and Africa are not two separate continents. They are same continent and they are connected through Suez area, and then through Saudi Arabia and Turkey. This is the path through which they are connected. Okay, it is God is not that impartial that it would make Asia as a very big continent and Europe small, Africa small, South America small, North America small. That is not true. All three subcontinents, there are three subcontinents. One is America, one is Europe and Africa combined, and one is Asia. All three are very near to each other in size, but Asia is the largest one. And Asia is not a game. Asia is a very thick combined area. There is no in between, like Mediterranean Sea is there in between Africa and Europe, and then it is connected through Asia. So Africa and Europe are connected through Asia. Anyway, South America and North America are anyway connected. So three continents are there. And Asia is very big and Asia is not a game. Asia is a game after 1947 when India became a country. Till then Asia was very powerful. One party came to Indian government, become in India government, and the way they looted this country, then it affected Asia because India is the largest, biggest country in the Asia. Means Indian subcontinent is the biggest in Asia. The way one party looted this country, the Asia became like an orphaned country. But anyway, for God's sake, it is not the case. And Donald Trump felt that Asia is harsh. Asia is not that simple. Anyway, what we can say rebukement of Donald Trump, the way he left the summit, what we can talk about it. I don't know what we can talk about it. Anyway, we will little bit will talk about it. What are the future scenario that would arise now. Donald Trump, I can say only one thing. When I was sleeping in night, and then means I was sleeping in night. When I got up, then everything was changed. Okay, I slept, and when I got up, then I saw everything was changed. Nothing was what I saw last evening, and this is what is the condition of Donald Trump. His last 4 year tenure, what world he saw, and then 4 years of sleeping in the Mr. Joe Biden's government. And then when he came back, actually he had thought that he would resume wherever he had left. But now he is finding everything has changed in the past 4 years. While he was sleeping, he was thinking China when he met Xi Jinping 7 a.m. in the morning. I don't know what the compulsion he had that what the compulsion he had that he met Mr. Xi Jinping at 7 a.m. in the morning. Anyway, when they met at that time, Donald Trump was thinking Jinping as same Jinping what he used to be 8 years back when Donald Trump came into the power, 2017. He thought he is same Jinping, and then he would control him quickly. Okay, this deal, this deal, that deal. But he found Xi Jinping very powerful. China is not the same country what it used to be 10 years back. China is now global leader in manufacturing. China is global leader in electronics. China is global leader in artificial intelligence based software technology. China is China now. China is showing the power of, I would rather say right now, power of Asia now. That's why probably Donald Trump had said Asia is very harsh because he felt the heat of Asia. Anyway, Xi Jinping and Donald Trump met, and Xi Jinping agreed for everything what Donald Trump has asked him to do. Soybean purchase, I believe 25 million ton. 25 million ton will come around 2.5 crore ton. 2.5 crore into 1000 kilograms. That much soybean China used to purchase from United States, and that is accounted as 50% of total export or production of United States is soybean. Right now China is importing soybean from Brazil and Argentina. So China would resume buying soybean from United States, and then it will continue supply of the rare earth metal to the United States, and then the precursor for the fentanyl, the synthetic opioid, that China will try to control it. This is what China has promised. There is no promise has made purchasing the Boeing aeroplane and other arena. There is no discussion on the Taiwan also, which was scheduled to happen. That there will be discussion on Taiwan also, because Taiwan is a country that is completely supported by United States. Taiwan, Singapore, then South Korea. These are the country. Japan. These are the countries that are completely supported by United States. No discussion happened on Taiwan also. Anyway, Donald Trump has left. What we are thinking is he got a sharp change in Xi Jinping. Actual idea would be that after the meeting with Xi Jinping, he would attend the Asia Pacific Economic Corporation meet for which he had come. But the way he saw the difference in Xi Jinping, the difference what he saw, it was like a shock for him, and he left immediately. While leaving, he said that he would come back in April, and then Chinese president would travel to United States quickly. This proved that the shock was very high, and slowly he would adjust it. Mr. Donald Trump is a very successful businessman. I don't know how much successful president he is, but he is a very successful businessman in his life. So he know how to adjust the sharp spikes if anyone see in the business, because they were meeting for the business deal only. China is no more a communist based country. More or less it's a business country only. So spike the difference, the gap what Donald Trump saw, that the gap Donald Trump would fulfill in some steps. Now Chinese president would go there, then he will come back to the China in April, and slowly things would be smoother. This is what everyone would be thinking. Anyway, this is how it is. Mr. Xi Jinping, he attended the Guangzhou Asia Pacific Economic Corporation Summit afterwards. Today morning, he was addressing the conference. 21 countries are there. And in that conference, Xi Jinping, he said that he is working hard toward the toward the free trade agreement, free trade FTA, free trade agreement among the 21 countries, means along the Pacific Ocean from Canada, United States, Mexico, and then Peru, and then Chile, and then New Zealand, Australia, Papua New Guinea, Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, okay, and then Cambodia, I believe Cambodia also, Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, Russia, Japan, and South Korea. So these countries now they will have free trade agreement. Anyone can trade freely. Okay, that is the main concept of this summit. Probably because of that, Donald Trump left because he cannot participate in free trade agreement. The way he has risen, the way he has raised the tariff against each country, there is no meaning of attending him in free trade agreement summit. So it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Mr. Xi Jinping, as I say, lion of Asia right now, and he addressed the summit and he said he is working hard toward the free trade among the 21 countries, and that would happen soon. People raise concern about China. The what is the concern about China is that China, wherever Chinese export happens, they completely destroy the local companies. Okay, probably Donald Trump would be bothered about it. That's why even now, when the trade deal has happened, and still the import tariff on China is 47%. I don't know how American people would react to it when they will see Chinese product double of this price, what it used to be 10 months back. But it is 47% now. China is known as wherever Chinese products go, they destroy the local industry. Means it will be so cheap, so good quality that people tend to buy Chinese product only and local industry go away. Okay, they flood their market with the Chinese product. I remember the electronics item from China. It is up to 10 times or 20 times cheaper than European and American product. Who will buy European and American where they are getting this much cheap from the China? So that is a concern that people raise in front of Mr. Xi Jinping, that you have to control yourself. Means China is powerful in flooding anyone's market with cheap prices. What else someone want? You have to be cheaper than China. That is the solution rather than asking China to get away. This is what I think so. Anyway, Mr. Xi Jinping should be awarded for this. That the productivity of China is so high that it destroy any country's local market. Means if I remember, if pen, pencil, even the diya that people in Diwali, people they put oil and they glow it, called diya, and candle, and that is also used in Diwali, the idol of the god. Everything, the Rakhi, everything comes from China. One, not only the brush to clean the utensil, everything, soap, everything comes from China. And no one buys from India. I personally, I used to buy from the Chinese products only whenever I was sick. It is so cheap and so nice. Even nail cutter you will get from Chinese. Okay, scissor you will get from China, and that will cost 10 rupees only. Indian scissor cost 50 rupees. Chinese scissor much better than that, and 10 rupees, 20 rupees. Who will buy Indian? Miss, I'm not saying people should not go for vocal for local, but there should be matchable quality also. Okay, I personally feel that there should be matchable quality also. If this is a bad thing, then I was bad. Means whenever I used to see Chinese product, I used to buy it. Means it is so nice. Even if you don't need it, you will tend to buy it. It is so good. So now the kind of it is coming as so good and so less price, 50% less, 40%, 30%, 20% price. You will get that what you get from the Indian company. That much Chinese give. I don't know if China is very near to India or whatsoever. And there are many things that you won't get any other electronics product. You will not get any other than China. If it is written made in India also, things will come from China only. So China is known for flooding any country's market with the cheap Chinese product, and that people they leave their own product, own country product. This is what China is known for. So China will look into it anyway. Let's talk about India now. Whatever Donald Trump has done with the China, how it is a kind of how it is giving pressure on India, how it is changing, how it is what I can say, how much it is how it is affecting India. This is with a better word. Whatever the war that China and United States is going on, how it is affecting India. 1 month back, United States has imposed, or 3 weeks back or 2 weeks back, had imposed 100% more tariff on China. They announced that 1st of November onwards, 100% more tariff will be imposed on China. And then American president announced that he is going to meet Indian Prime Minister soon, because he has promised me that he is going to stop buying crude oil from the Russia. Two times he had said, not one time, two times. Within a gap of 1 week, two times American president said that India Prime Minister, he has assured him that he would stop buying the Russian crude oil. Means news also surfaced that the tariff on India will go from 50% to 16%, 1/6. Okay, so both sides good news for India. America-China relationship were sour, okay, red, and India, Donald Trump was inviting Indian Prime Minister. Everything was going very good. Indian Prime Minister stopped talking about vocal for local. People can search in the news. For past 1 month or 3 weeks, Indian Prime Minister had never talked about vocal for local. Where vocal for local went, I don't know. Okay. Now, when Donald Trump and Chinese president are meeting with each other, then they will meet again. Then again Donald Trump would come to China in month of April. Now it is going not very good at India now. Now the industrialists in India who were thinking that American company who have invested in China, and when 157% tariff will come to China, then they will move to India. Equity market in India was going up day by day. It gained 4,000 points or 5,000 points. 5,000 point means 20 lakhs crore. Indian equity market gained in past 3 weeks 20 lakhs crore. 20 lakhs crores means $200 billion. $200 billion is very big amount. Very, very big amount. 200 billion Indian equity market it gained after Donald Trump announced 100% more tariff on China. When it went down 47% to from 57%, now Indian equity market is losing. It has lost 1,000 points in last 2 days. Okay, this is what it is now. It is bad for India. Yes, I would rather say this is good for India. When Chinese people they can flood any countries, they can destroy any country's home business because their product is so good and so cheap. They flood any country's market with Chinese products and they earn a lot. Why you cannot do? China is your neighbor country. When they can do, they were China was a country which was below India till 30 years back. India ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, and it was established, I believe, 1969, whereas space research of China was established in 1993. Okay. Now China has a space station. China rover was making round on Mars. China rover was making round on Moon. Chinese people are in the Chinese permanent permanent space station. They have now only two space stations are there. One is Tiangong of China and one is International Space Station. This much change China brought in past 30 years. Why you cannot do? Running behind Russia, running behind United European Union, and running behind United States. How long it will go? Learn from China. Okay, if Chinese people can flood Indian market and they force Indian to buy Chinese product, why you cannot flood Chinese market? Why? Okay, force Chinese people to kick out Chinese product and they will buy Indian product. This is called vocal for local.